Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to look at one of these tier lists over on the Dokkan subreddit. I haven't really done much of these lately. This one made by Solar RDT. I did find this a while ago, and I've been meaning to make a video on it, but, you know, things happen. Dokkan releases 50 banners and 50 million new units on both versions, and before I know it, you know, this is a month old, right? So, as far as I could tell, since this was made, there is one new unit to this category, and that is this new Dabura, that is actually going to release alongside Dokkan Festival exclusive Majin Vegeta, as well as the transforming Super Saiyan 2 into Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, this Dabura is pretty good. If we take a look at this tier list itself, right, and where the characters are sort of ranked and stuff like that, I probably would pencil Dabura in somewhere around S. Maybe you can make the case for Z, because Dabura is good. I think, you know, he's usually going to be like 1.5 million to like, I don't know, maybe like 1.3 million, 1.5 million, 1.6 million, somewhere in there damage. He does stack defense. His defense is pretty good. He does have that chance of stunning. He's a Majin Buu Saga category support type unit as well. I would think more of the issue with Dabura is that there's not a lot of Buu Saga units in here that come to mind. Yeah, I'm looking at it, and there's just, like, not really a ton there. So, if there were other Buu Saga units that he could give this buff to, he would definitely fit a lot better on this team. Like, I don't really understand why, like, Kid Buu wouldn't be on this category. I feel like he should be. Honestly, I feel like Fat Buu could probably get Fat Buu, Super Buu, all the Boos probably should have been on here. And Perfect Cell, Imperfect Cell, they really should have, like, Conquest of Terror, like that. I feel like they should have all been on here, but oh well. All right, let's start at the bottom. D, let's take a look at what we got here. Why do they exist? LOL, why do they exist? So we got the Int free-to-play Frieza, AGL base form Cooler, who you can't even use on the team because SCR Cooler is the only leader in the game, really. And then we also have that free-to-play Baby. Yep, no disagreements there. Move on to the C tier. Cards are low-tier trash. You almost never want to use them even as filler. So we got Goldo, Birder, Raccoon, the Baba Shop Nappa, who is a physical type, support type unit. I mean, there are some good physical units on here, like the Sulza Cooler Armored Squadron unit. You know, Full Power Frieza, the physical Full Power Frieza is on here. I guess the new Dabura, Scouter Vegeta, maybe is another solid one, but yeah, you're probably not going to run Nappa on here. Great Ape Vegeta, or excuse me, not Great Ape Vegeta, Great Ape Raditz. Those Great Ape cards aren't really the best, yeah, so. And then finally, there we have Great Ape Vegeta at the end, and then also Dabura. Okay, so Great Ape Vegeta being on there, that is good, because I do think that's eventually a Dokkan Festival exclusive worthy character. Great Ape Vegeta, I think we'll probably see him in a dual Dokkan Festival with Kaioken Goku. Eventually, you know, it's weird. They kind of started these like saga celebrations with like kind of like the Namek saga almost. But like, you know, hopefully they wrap around and get the Saiyan saga at some point. That would be cool, I think, to get done. Because, you know, Great Ape Vegeta, it'd be another buff to the giant category team, which always needs it, so that'd be good. Then B tier, meh picks, usually thrown on the team as filler, but you can certainly do better than them. Okay. So we got Int Captain Ginyu, the free-to-play one. Yeah, he's solid. SCR Jace is definitely very solid. I feel like SCR Jace you could probably bump up to A tier. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Jace is an extreme class support, whereas the Golden Frieza that's an A tier, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe he's just a movie boss support type unit. Let me see here. So yeah, this is... Yeah, movie boss category allies, 2 key, 30% attack and defense. He does reduce damage by 30%, which is solid. I do actually really like that. Let me pull up Jace. Let me get them side by side here. Jace, right here. Okay, so our boy Jace. Extreme class key 2, 20% attack, foresees enemy super attack. Yeah, you know what? Okay. I am okay with this Golden Frieza being above him because, you know, the reduced damage by 30%, that's nice. And he gets this extra defense, which is good too. It's a solid little free-to-play unit. The only thing is, he's only buffing movie boss category allies, but if you really look at it, I mean, that's including what I think is the best TR in the game, Cooler, at the top here. Of course, Cooler Z, no doubt about that. But then, like, all of these units are movie bosses. Like, these next 4 right here, movie bosses. Then you get to these guys, movie boss, movie boss, movie boss, movie boss. These 3, 4, 5, then the rest aren't. But most of Z tier is on movie bosses. So I can see the justification for Jace being at B and that Golden Frieza being at A. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fair. Then you got the AGL World Tournament Cooler. What top level AGL units are there? Baby, and Turles, huh? And I guess that Final Form Frieza, who I'm okay with in S tier as well. Yeah, okay, so I think Cooler's fine there. Then, what Bojack? That's AGL Bojack. I mean, he's not really too great. Tech Turles, yeah, he's good for Super Battle. That's pretty much it. Majunior, the great Namekian Majunior, not really that big a deal. That Super Baby 2 is kind of fodder. Int Golden Frieza, fodder. Although, I feel like AGL Golden Frieza and Int Golden Frieza are probably going to be getting their EZAs very soon. So, they're going to be pretty interesting units once those EZAs do actually come to fruition. So, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that happen. Again, because, we just got Android 17 and 18 as sort of like that last sort of sub-EZA. And they've done a lot of these lately because, we did get the Super Saiyan Gotenks, the physical one, and the SCR one. So, I do want to see more of those pop up. So, that would be good. And then we also have the April Fool's Day Vegeta card right there, who's a good, solid unit. Okay, moving on to A tier. These units are decent picks consistently, or consisting of mostly free-to-play cards. Certain units like SCR King Piccolo and Physical Base Form Vegeta are certainly good cards, but don't fit that well. I like the... Okay, I agree. I like the justification there. Let me take a look at the links for SCR King Piccolo while we're here. Okay, let me see. SCR King Piccolo. Honestly, this was a fine sort of filler King Piccolo that they gave us, but this is, at the same time, almost sort of disrespectful to King Piccolo. His impact on the series was so massive. Like, his appearance was the first time that death became prevalent in the series. Like, him and all of his little, like, minions, like, they killed a lot of, like, relevant people in the series up until that point. Roshi, Krillin, like, big-time characters. Like, Roshi and Krillin, maybe you could say up to that point in Dragon Ball, Goku's the main character. I would put Bulma at number 2. Then, like Roshi and Krillin are, like, fighting for 3 and 4. And, like, both of them get killed by King Piccolo. Roshi sort of kills himself, and then, King Piccolo, Tambourine is the one that kills Krillin. But still, King Piccolo deserves either a Dokkan Festival exclusive or an LR. Definitely a Dokkan Festival exclusive. He needs a Dokkan event badly. Absolutely. And then, Namekian needs it. That'd be a nice buff for that team. Dragon Ball Saga needs it as well. That'd be a really good buff for that team also. So I would like to see that. Oh, his links, by the way. Yeah, okay, because things like Incredible Adventure, Guidance to the Dragon Ball sound great, but wait a minute. Thirst for Conquest and Nightmare. Those are relatively, like, all of these guys are on there. SCR Cooler's on there as well, so I don't know. Turles is on there. Thirst for Conquest. We got a lot of the power, a lot of the muscle in this category has got Thirst for Conquest. Nightmare, Metal Cooler's on there. That Metal Cooler's on there as well. But just Thirst for Conquest and Fierce Battle really is like a major link. I mean, I could see the justification again. One good thing about this guy, though, is that he is giving himself ki like this. So that's going to help him super attack. But he's not going to be sharing... Yeah, because see, like, Strength and Unity, Demon, like, Guidance to Dragon Ball's Incredible Adventure, these are all, like, dead links on that team. So I could see it. I feel like you could probably move that King Piccolo up to S. Matter of fact, I feel like he should be an S. But, at least the justification does sort of fit. And then Scouter Vegeta, yeah, I do agree for him. Okay, so we got that Golden Frieza right there. He's fine. The free-to-play Tech Cooler is fine where he is, but he's sort of, like, not applicable right now to be used on the category. We need another, leader, a different leader besides base form Cooler for the category. The physical LR Ginyu, I would bump them up to S, because they are able to do a reasonable amount of damage. Their buff is not that big. It's, 3 ki and plus 7,777 attack, I believe. But I think they're still worthy of S. Yeah, but again, that's not a terrible passive. And then they still are an LR, so they'll be over a 1 million attack stat. So I think they're fine as an S unit. The Tech Ginyu Force, they're fine right there because their buff is for the Ginyu Force units. Well, okay, but they do also give a buff to extreme, right? It's 30% to extreme, then 20% extra for Ginyu. Yeah, but they don't give ki. And I feel like that ki that the physical Ginyu Force gives is like actually a really, really big deal. Because then you'd have a lot of like ki flowing around on the team with, STR Cooler as the double leader. Then with that Ginyu Force, that would be good. Baby Janemba is solid as well. And quite honestly, I feel like he should probably be S also. Let me take a look here. Because what is he? He heals. He has a 50% chance to dodge. He does good damage. Yeah, recover 10% HP, 80% attack and defense, 50% chance to dodge. Yeah, he's S. He's S for sure. And, he's got Thirst for Conquest, Shocking Speed. I mean, you could rock him with the LR baby. They'd have, like, Hatred of Saiyans, Metamorphosis, stuff like that. How about Fear and Faith? How is that on this team? We got the Metal Cooler, Mecha Frieza, King Cold, Ginyu right there. Yep, Transforming Frieza's there for at least a couple of stages. Int Metal Cooler is on there. Dabura is there as well. Maybe. I don't know. Baby Janemba, I think I probably would put him at S. Because he's just, like, way better. Like, this Demon King Piccolo is a solid support type unit. We already talked about you. This Turles is good, but, you got to be above 50% HP for his passive support type buff to be active. This Bojack is really good. I'm okay with him at S as well. Just from the boost he gives to LR Bojack, I think is very big and very relevant. So I think you can go ahead and put Bojack in that S tier as well. Lord Slug, I'm kind of fine where he's at. Scouter Vegeta's okay. And then Great Ape Turles is okay as well. Because Great Ape Turles is good, but he doesn't have a defensive buff, right? It's just attack for him. We already talked about Dabura. Let me see. Great Ape Turles. It's just attack, right? Yeah, Ki 3, 90% attack when Ki is 9 or more. He's good, but, there's just been a lot... there's just been a lot better units that have come out since then. Okay, so now we'll move up to S. So we have that AGL Final Form Frieza. I'm okay with that. Second Form EZA Frieza. I guess that's fine. But see, like, I would probably run Baby Janemba over that Frieza. Let me take a look at that Frieza again. EZA. Okay, so Great Lyra's attack for 1 turn. Yeah. I would definitely run Baby Janemba over this guy. He does have Brutal Beatdown, which is really good for the team, of course. Yeah, Strongest Clan in Space, Universe's Most Malevolent, Big Bad Boss is Fear and Faith, though. Like, once you get down to that DM Link set, though, that's an amazing Link set for this team, right? Because a lot of these are Frieza-type units. I'm okay with this Frieza being an S tier, I think, after looking at that Link set, but I think Baby Janemba should be up there, too. This Frieza is just such a good defensive unit. I'm okay with him there. Tech Final Form Cooler is solid, but maybe he's a little high. I know he could do good damage, but that's just it, right? Let me see. Yeah, rare chance to stun, 90% attack at the start of turn. But I guess, again, it's another thing where you factor in his Link set, and he's functioning very, very well in this team. So, okay, I don't think I could push him down from S. LR First Form Freeze, I think, is fine right there. Sealess, I think, is okay right there as well. And then Z tier... I don't have any complaints here. Z tier looks fine to me. One thing I'll say is that I'm really not as high. I really have to use them a little bit more. But I'm not as high on LR Mecha Frieza and King Cold as a lot of other people are. Let me see. Well, on that Wicked Bloodline category team, they're definitely solid. But Ki is going to be an issue for them if you're not fighting a Super Saiyan category enemy, right? But you look at the Link set, Universe's Most Malevolent, Brutal Beatdown, Thirst for Conquest, Strongest Clan in Space, Fear and Faith. Going to work very well here. And you are going to have a lot of Wicked Bloodline category allies on the team, too, because you're definitely going to run STR Cooler, Tech, EZA, Gold, and Free. I mean, I don't think it really matters, but I would prefer if Tech, Gold, and Frieza was just in this spot right here, just because he's, like, I might look at him as, like, the second best unit on the team. I'm not saying he's better than Baby and Full Power Frieza, but, like, if I'm building this team, I definitely go Cooler, and then I put Tech, Gold, and Frieza on there. That's probably the way I build it. And then I might do, like, Turles or Full Power Frieza at that point, but that Tech, Gold, and Frieza is just, he's a dynamo, man. His links will be great for the team. He's going to have that amazing damage reduction. He hits hard. He's great. Transforming Frieza's fine. Yeah, I mean, this is good because again, you know, physical final form cooler you'd run on the team. Like you'd run a lot of these Wicked Bloodline category allies along with Mecha Frieza and King Cold. So that's good. I guess I should talk about the Sulza Cooler's Armored Squadron unit here because, I mean, if you're a global player, chances are you probably aren't too familiar with this guy. But this is a very, very strong unit, specifically on this team. They lower attack. They get 30% attack and defense per Conquest of Terror category ally in the team. Now, you know, Cooler is also a transformation boost leader, so there definitely are options from that team you would want to run. You know, Physical Kid Buu, maybe like, you know, I don't know, maybe not Blue Gogeta because this is mostly a villain-centric team. I don't know that Blue Gogeta has links with a lot of those villain characters, right? But, you know, maybe some of the Boos or Cells or something like that you could run on this team from the transformation boost part of the leader skill for Cooler, which would weaken this unit. But if you're not using any transformation boost characters, this dude is crazy. Then they also launched 2 additional attacks that have a low chance of being a super if you have another Cooler on the team, which, you know, if you're using a Conquest of Terror team, Cooler's literally the only 2 leaders for the team, right? I believe so. Oh, I went to the wrong spot. Hold on. I believe Cooler is the only... Oh, no, wow, I'm stupid. It's right there on the screen. Conquest of Terror right there, okay. But yeah, chances are very high that you're going to be using a Cooler on that team. So they're always going to be getting all these additionals. What are the percent chance? 15. I believe the 15, by the way, is actually higher than the old... whatchamacallit? The old physical Final Form Cooler. So that's one thing that's really, really solid. Actually, let me double check here. Because I think the old Cooler was 10%. Yeah, it is. And I think Omega Shenron is also 10% as well. And, you know, you guys remember how beastly they were. So this unit is very, very strong as well. This Sulza and Cooler Armored Squadron. So, I mean, needless to say, just a very, very good good team here. I like the Conquest of Terror team a lot. And honestly, I think that this tier list is pretty well done. I don't really disagree with a lot of it here. I just think like maybe like the physical Ginyu was too low, Baby Janemba was too low, but just small things like that. Like, you know, maybe you could bump up King Piccolo one more spot, but you know, it's not really the biggest category, but it's definitely pretty good. So shout outs to Solar RDT again for the tier list. Thanks guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the Conquest of Terror team. Global players, when Cooler does arrive on Global, he's definitely something you want to summon for. And I'll catch you guys next time.